If you are a real estate investor or you want to be a real estate investor and you're looking for more money, funding for your deals, regardless of your credit, your income, or your experience, don't go anywhere, because I'm going to plug you in on how to get unlimited funding for your deals in just a moment. Secondly, if you like to or you've never been to a real estate investing conference where you network with people from all across the nation, I'm going to show you in just a moment how to get a $3,000 event ticket for only $97. Thirdly, if you're into rehabbing houses or you want to rehab houses or you're new to it, in just a moment we're going to go inside this house that we just finished rehabbing, and I'm going to pull the curtain back and tell you exactly what we did to this house, how much it cost on the different items, and how we located the house and what the profit is. So with that, I want to welcome you to Free Coaching Friday. That's right, this is Free Coaching Friday, which we do most every Friday afternoon at 3:30 Eastern Time. My name is Jay Connor. If this is your first time to Free Coaching Friday, and so we got big, loud trucks going by while we're doing this video, my lands. So anyway, Jay Connor is my name. I'm known as the Private Money Authority. We do about 35 live events across the nation, my wife, Carol Joy, and I, teaching and training other real estate investors. So if you're new to Free Coaching Friday, let me tell you what happens. Most of the time we talk about what you want to talk about. You can submit your questions right below the video and I'll answer those live. On this particular episode, go ahead and submit your questions, comments, etc. And if I don't get to them on this video of Free Coaching Friday, I will answer them either online, we'll actually type in the answers back to you, or I may address them the following week. So let me tell you how we play Free Coaching Friday. First of all, if you'll look right below the screen, you'll see a comment bar. First thing we want to know is who's watching and where are you from. Now this applies to whether you're watching live right now or you're actually watching the replay. Now if you scroll down, of course you may be seeing this in your news feed, but if you go to my Free Coaching Friday fan page, which is Jay Connor with an ER, it's Jay Connor, and what is it, Kent? The rest of it, the Private Money Authority. You can watch all these replays with hours and hours of content on real estate investing. So right now, whether you're watching live or you're watching the replay, go ahead and type in at least your first name and the city and state that you are from. All right, so go ahead and hit everybody right now, type in your first name and say hi to everybody and your city and state. So go ahead and be typing that in right now. Now, right after you do that, I want to show you two other things and we'll jump right into what I promised you a moment ago. Getting the money, $3,000 live event ticket for 97 bucks, and rehabbing Jay's way. Also below the video, there is a thumbs, you got different icons, and there is a thumbs up button or a blue thumbs up, that's for liking, which you probably already know. So anything that I teach you or show you here in this video that is new to you or it's valuable information, I'd like for you to hit the thumbs up button. So everybody right now, whether you're watching live or on the replay, go ahead and hit the blue thumbs up button right now, and we should start to see coming across the screen some likes. Kent, have we got some likes coming across the screen?
I saw a few.
All right, excellent. So again, if you're live or you're watching replay, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Secondly, right behind that, there is a heart, a red heart or love button. So when I say something that really resonates with you and it's really, really powerful information, instead of hitting the thumbs up button, I want you to hit the love button or the red heart. So you can locate where that is. Everybody right now, go ahead and hit the red heart button right now, and we should see red hearts coming across the screen. Again, that's if you're watching live right now or you're watching the replay. And then thirdly, I'd like for you, we even have mopeds going by this afternoon, Kent. My lands, what's going on? So anyway, thirdly, to share this information and getting the information out to other real estate investors or people that may be interested in this information. Everybody right now hit the share button, and the share button is either to the left or the right of the comment bar. And so everybody right now hit the share button so you see where that is. Hit the share button, and if you're watching live, it'll be shared, you know, instantaneously. If you're watching the replay, it'll also be shared. So everybody hit the share button. So everybody right now, you should have been able to hit the like button, thumbs up, the red heart button, and also the share button. Okay, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and get in right now to what I promised you. How in the world can you get funding for your deals regardless of your credit score, your verification of income, or your experience? Well, I'm known as the Private Money Authority because, Carol Joy and I, we've been investing in single-family houses here in eastern North Carolina for the past 14 years. But 8 years ago, I was cut off from the banks with no notice. Had an 800 credit score, never late on a payment, and I'm cut off with no notice. Well, you may recall what was going on in 2008, 2009. Everybody was cut off, all right? So what did I do? I was introduced to this wonderful world of private money. In less than 2 weeks, I was able to raise $2,150,000 in funding for my deals. And since that time, I have never missed out on a deal because I did not have the money. So I want to plug you into the same resource and resources. It's called private money, not hard money. If you've ever borrowed hard money, you know what I'm talking about. Private money is actually much, much easier. The interest rates are much lower, no origination points, no credit checks, and etc. So here's the website, and Kent, let's type this in for everybody. The website, not the website, well, it is a website, but what it is, I've got a free on-demand class waiting for you to watch and get plugged into the money. So here's where you go. Go to www.jayconner.com/money webinar. And that money webinar is all in lowercase. All right. So www.jayconner.com/money webinar. That'll show you the 5 easy steps it is on where to locate this funding. The second thing I promised you just a moment ago is how in the world you can get access to a real estate investing conference, $3,000 event for only 97 bucks. Well, here's what the deal is. My next live event is right here, Morehead City, Atlantic Beach, this coming week on October the 4th, 5th, and 6th. I have like 18 to 20 seats left available. I'm maxing out at 150 people. We've got like right now at 138 that have already registered. So I'm going to give you a website that for only $97 you can get access. I don't know another event like this, folks. It's 3 days. It's all about getting money for your deals. I'm going to have private lenders at the event for you to network with. The first day we go on my rehab bus tour. We actually go to 3 or 4 houses that we either have under rehab right now or they're already finished and completely staged. I'm going to give you a sample of one right now. Right now I've got 8 houses simultaneously under rehab. I teach you at the event how you do that on automatic and not lose your mind. It's how to automate your business. So I've got 3 luxury buses, coaches or buses lined up right now to go on the rehab bus tour on the afternoon of Wednesday, October the 4th. The second day, I'm talking about how you find deals or how I find deals before other real estate investors even know they exist. I'll be teaching my foreclosure system, how I track them, how we find them, get to them before other real estate investors. I teach how to automate the business, again, getting funding for your deals, and how to sell any house in 3 days or less on my rent-to-own tour process. I don't know anybody else doing that. That's on the second day. The third day is about automating the business. You'll get to meet my dream team, our interior designer, Beth Garner, our contractors that we work with, our real estate attorney, my virtual assistants that help me automate the business. All that, you'll be get that revealed to you on the second and the third day. So here's how you get a $3,000 ticket, and you can bring a guest, yes. Here's how you get a $3,000 ticket, and of course when you share this video, you've already hit the share button. Everybody you share it with will get this information as well. Here's how you get the $3,000 ticket for only $97. Here's the website. And Kent, we can type it in. Go to www.jaysliveevent.com. Jays live, Live, and then event, you'll have two E's back to back, event, event.com. That will take you to the special website, $97, and you're in for all 3 days. The hotel is practically sold out, so when you go there and you register, you will be immediately emailed a confirmation letter that will give you the email contact information. You'll want to go ahead and call that right away, because we are less than a week away from the event. So that was the second promise. My third promise is how do I rehab my houses and get it done on automatic. So I'm gonna give you a quick free sample. So Kent, if you will follow me around, and let's take a look at this house, folks. So come on, Kent. The first thing, everybody, I want you all to take notice of is the landscaping that I have on this house. Now this house is here in Newport, North Carolina, which is actually the hometown that I grew up in. And the first thing, my first principle is that if I can't get the people's attention driving by, and I've got a banner out here, but we don't have time to look at it right now to get their attention. If I can't get their attention driving by, no matter how beautiful I've got it on the inside of the house, I'm not gonna get them inside. So we landscape every house that we do, all right? This landscaping here was only $800 for this landscaping. Now I will landscape the sides of the house as well if I have oncoming traffic that sees the side of the house very much. The way this house is positioned, not that much traffic is going to be seeing the side, so I just landscape the front of the house. Of course, this is vinyl sided. This house has only got, I've got it on the paper inside, about 1,150 square feet or so. Now let me tell you all this about the automation process. When Carol Joy and I started out rehabbing houses, my lands, it was running us. The business was running us. We were not running it. This was 14 years ago. We'd be at Lowe's at 9 o'clock at night picking out light fixtures and, window treatments. My lands, don't do that, right? So we progressed and we automated more and more pieces of our business. I want y'all to know this as a part of my automation. It took me a year to discover how to automate everything once I started automating. And of course, you're going to learn that at the live event. I teach that on the third day, how I automate the business. But I do not go into a house but twice. I go into the house before I buy it if I'm in town. If I'm not in town and I'm out of town speaking somewhere, then my team sends me pictures and gives me information, and we make the offers on the house without me even being here. But then I do not go back into the house until it is totally finished, staged, ready for Southern Living magazine pictures, all right? I have not been in this house since we started rehabbing it until just 5 minutes before we started this free coaching Friday session. The reason I don't go in is because, number one, I learned if I go into a house during rehab, I'm gonna spend more money, okay? So I know what the budget is before we start, but if I learned the hard way, if I would just stay out of the way, then people get, the rehab gets done much quicker. So Beth Garner, our interior designer, she picks out all the colors, the paint, shutter colors, the front door color, the whole 9 yards on rehabbing. And then of course I have 2 different crew leaders, and I also use contractors. So I use contractors and I have crews as well. They're 1099, okay? They're not W-2 employees, but they're loyal to me because I keep them busy. As I said, I got 8 houses going right now. So let's come on inside and let's take a look at this house. Now again, I got the second reason I don't go into a house until it's finished and totally rehabbed is I want the wow effect, okay? So I may see some stuff that the crew missed. In fact, when I walked in 5 minutes before we started this live stream, I've already seen 3 things that need to be done that I'm going, Why did the crew or the contractor miss it? But you know, when you're working in, you know, you can't see the forest for the trees, the old saying. You're working in it. I come in with a totally fresh perspective. Let's take a look. I'm going to show you here in just a moment. I'm going to tell you how we found this house, what I bought it for, what the rehab cost, line item by line item, and it's not going to take that long. And then thirdly, what we're selling it for. So Kent, come on inside. All right, we got a blue door. There you go. Look at this house. So I'm going to shut the door so we can get sound really well here. But Kent, I want you to just walk around here as I talk. Here in the living room, take a look at the staging that we've got going on. As you can see, we've got sofas that we use and chairs. You don't have to put this much staging in a house, but we've been collecting staging items now for 14 years. I got 3 climate-controlled storage units where we keep the staging and we just rotate it from house to house. So while we're in here in the living room, we'll move to the kitchen in just a moment. Let me just go ahead and point out some items that come to mind. First of all, the carpet, and you may need to get to where there's a little bit more light, Kent. Oh, by the way, folks, I got to tell you this while it's on my mind. Oh, my lands. Y'all are part of a movement. Watching here on Free Coaching Friday and the replays. The last Free Coaching Friday that I did, mercy, I just looked at the numbers. There's been 18,500 views, almost 400, I think, comments, and you can scroll down on my page and see the last one that we posted. I forgot the likes and the hearts. I don't remember, Kent, but anyway, it was in the hundreds. So anyway, I really appreciate your engagement, and I really appreciate your questions. So if you got any questions come to mind, go ahead and put them in the comment section, and I'll get those answered for you. Since we're already in here quite a few minutes, I'm probably not going to answer the questions live here on the video, but I will respond to you personally. I respond to every question in the comment box, so I'll get your questions answered, I promise you. First of all, the carpet. And Kent, I'm going to pick it up and start moving pretty quick so we can cover a lot of information. This is called Frise carpet. Frise, I have no idea how you spell Frise, but anyway, I know how to say it. It's got a really plush feel. The color we use is very neutral. It doesn't show dirt, etc. I want to go ahead and share this with you all real quick. So I want to hold this up. Let's see here. Let's get underneath the light here, Kent, to where they can see it. Can you get a close-up on this page to where everybody can see this pretty well? Because I want everybody to see this, all right? So this house has only got 1,154 square feet. Small house, 1,154 square feet. And how did I find it? I used my foreclosure tracking system, which I actually teach at the live event, okay? So I have a system that tracks every notice of default. I've got an 8-letter direct mail campaign that gets a crazy 57% response rate. So I'll be going over that at the live event. So it's my foreclosure tracking system that found this house. We're selling the house for right at $150,000, $149,900. I bought it for $89,250. Light repair, light rehab. The rehab is $15,962. As you can see, the profit on this house is $44,688. Here's the renovations line item by line item. Interior paint, $3,462. Let me give you all a rule of thumb. To get 2 coats of paint on the interior, it's $3 a square foot. $3 a heated square foot. The carpet, this was budgeted at $4,000. That also includes the laminate floor. Actually, it didn't come in at $4,000. The actual bill on this entire house was between $2,500 and $3,000. These are the budget line items. The appliances are budgeted at $2,000, and that would be for stainless steel appliances. Here's toilets at $400. The linoleum, let's go ahead and look at the linoleum here. Kent, I'll come back to this sheet. But look. This looks and actually almost feels like, in fact, you may want to get up there to where the sun is coming down, Kent. Actually feels like wood floor. This is laminate, folks. This is a laminate floor. And the first time I saw it, my crew fooled me. I said, my lands, this is a great looking wood floor, and come to find out it's laminate. Okay, Kent, let's come back up to the checklist here, and we'll get on through the house. So we've got knobs and hinges. Always replace your knobs and hinges, all right? So for example, come on over here, Kent. You can see, and we're using here what's called the brushed nickel. So not only your knobs here, but also notice your hinges. Every hinge throughout this house has been replaced to match the knobs as well. And here, come over here, Kent. You all can see the inside of the hinges, all right, matching the knobs. There's your interior knob right there. There's your hinges that are matching. So back to our budget sheet. Power wash. So the exterior power wash for $500, actually it wasn't that much. I think the actual power wash on this was around $250 or $300. The garage floor, the crew missed. All right, that's the first thing I saw when I came in here to this house. They haven't painted the garage floor. We always paint garage floors, and it's not going to be $500. You can get a garage floor done, the material, and what they use concrete paint is what they use. Either comes in like a blue, gray with the speckles in it, or a tan. So I'm not going to show you the garage floor because it's been missed. Now I got to, send a little text, get them back over here. As I say, we just started marketing this house like 2 days ago. The demolition means getting the old stuff out and hauled off. So it's a $1,000 budget for the demo on this house. And that includes ripping up the old carpet, taking out the old light fixtures. I mean, we always do new light fixtures. I mean, you can see the ceiling fans. We put ceiling fans in every room. You can see the kind of light fixtures that we're doing here in the kitchen. You may have to come to get the sun behind you, Kent, because it's probably blinding them. Maybe come the other way, and y'all can see that a little bit better. While you're taking a view of that, also scan the kitchen for them as well, Kent. So I want to point out a couple of things. Now you can see here we got the stainless steel appliances, brand spanking new, brand new. All right, beautiful. Now look, my crew left it here on this stove, but they didn't on the dishwasher and the refrigerator. What I like for them to do, and I recommend you do, is leave the new stickers on the appliances, which is further proof that they're getting brand new appliances. I'm telling you, my word, this floor is absolutely beautiful. I love it. And it doesn't cost any more than carpet does, and it looks like you got a wood floor. So you notice how Beth Garner, our interior designer, has got a different color paint for the kitchen than she does for the walls throughout the rest of the house. Now this color here, I don't know what color it's called. Beth Garner would know, and she's going to be at the live event where you can ask her all kinds of questions. But this color is a pastel yellow, but I really wouldn't say yellow because it's really pastel light. You know, when I started rehabbing houses years ago, my word, it was plain Jane. I mean, I was putting, like a light cream color throughout the house with white trim. That was it, all right? That's not the way to go. I learned the hard way. And you'll notice here in the kitchen, she's got a blue paint, all right? So she'll do a different color in the kitchen from the rest of the house. And you'll see in the bathrooms where she does a different color for the bathrooms. So since we're starting to run out of time, come on this way. This is the principal bedroom. Oh, I want to point this out. You'll see we do light staging in the bedrooms. We do most of our staging in the living room, the kitchen, and bathrooms. Of course, what rooms sell houses? Kitchens and baths, right? But you see this kind of window treatment? We used, when I started out years ago, we used to go ahead and put, of course, we got the energy efficient windows, budget $300 per window. That's material and labor, all right? By the way, have I said anything useful to you yet? If I have, go ahead and hit the like button at least, or go ahead and hit the love button, the red heart, send that across the screen. I know I've told you at least one thing, right? So we started out doing the window treatments with blinds. We don't do blinds anymore, not because people aren't going to end up putting blinds in, but I do what I'm doing now for two reasons. Number one, this right here looks a lot better than a blind, even if it's a 2-inch, fake wood mini blind. But this only costs like $12 per window to dress it up a little bit. Secondly, we know from experience, the more light that you let into a house, the better it looks. The more actual sunlight that's coming in. So this lets the most light in with the windows still being dressed up. So Kent, come over here. Let's take a look at the, go ahead, I'll let you go in there. At the principal bathroom, we always put a shower curtain. We always, even in these bread and butter houses, we always do the shower heads, the larger shower heads at least. This is not an expensive shower head by any means. In a see, this house is only $150,000. In a $300,000 house, I'm going to be tiling the principal bathroom, and I'm going to be putting even much more expensive plumbing faucets and fixtures. I always put in new toilets, always brand new. And if this was not by the way, folks, $150,000 house here in this community is really a bread and butter entry-level house. It's really hard to find anything less than $150,000 that looks good. Typically, I would be putting a granite countertop, and I use remnant granite. Even in the bathrooms, we did not do it here because of the price point of the house. All right, let's go ahead and knock out the rest of this real quick because we are out of time. And again, folks, go ahead and post any questions that you've got, and I promise you I'll get those answered personally myself. I'll be typing those answers back in. Now, here's the other bathroom. Let me get this light on. There we go. So this is the second bath. Of course, we've got the shower curtain. We've got that same shower head again. And we always stage the bathrooms. Now, take a look at the floor. Of course, this looks like a laminate floor. And it is, but this is one of the, again, bread and butter choices that we use. The towels, I mean, just the little things like the towel bars and the towels, we put that in every house when we're staging, all right? So this is the second bath that's serving, these two rooms. Now, I want you to notice this. Beth, our interior designer, always does this. In fact, you may want to come over here, Kent, so that light will be behind you. She always stages, very lightly stages, a room to where clearly this would be a child's, bedroom with this type of staging. Here's the reason psychologically that we do it, is so we know from experience when a potential buyer can start picturing in their minds which room would be for which kid or which room would be for them. They start actually psychologically placing themselves in the home, and this is a little secret, if you will, as to how we continue, anybody that's got kids, how we help them start visually placing them living in the home, and it helps sell houses. All right, so we are out of time. Let's see, anything else that I want to point out? Did you get the staging, Kent, right up here, above the mantle? Let me pull this budget sheet one more time and see any other tips I can give you real quick. On the appliances, I always use stainless steel appliances as opposed to the fake stuff, okay? I mean, the faux, my lands, they try to be fancy French, right? The faux stainless steel. It costs about the same thing as the real stainless steel, all right? So use always the real stainless steel appliances. I already covered the roll goods that actually look like the wood floor. Oh, so now here's another thing. Take a look at this. I wasn't going to show you all this, but I'll show you the good, bad, and the ugly. So my crew also missed, and I'm not going to open up the door. Now, Beth stages the deck, but they also missed this deck needs to be pressure washed, and it needs to be painted. It'd look a lot better. I can probably pressure wash it and paint it for right around $500. And it will look a whole lot better. So anyway, with that, we're going to call this a wrap, folks. Kent, we got the websites already typed in there. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Free Coaching Friday. Again, whether you're live right now on the live stream or you're watching a replay. So I'm going to leave you all with this. The first two promises I gave you on getting money and funding for your deals, www.jconnor.com/money webinar, all in lowercase. And then there's like 18 seats left at my upcoming live event. In fact, when you go to the website that I gave you, it will go over much, much more detail as to what I'll be covering at the live event. So again, a $3,000 ticket. Yes, you can bring a guest for only $97. Go to www.jaysliveevent.com. All right, with that, I want to thank you for coming to Free Coaching Friday. Go ahead and hit the share button if you haven't yet. And I'm wishing you all the best. Looking forward to seeing you at the upcoming live event next week. And see you also at next Friday's Free Coaching Friday. And we'll be broadcasting that live from the live event itself. Here's to going to the next level in your real estate investing business. I'm Jay Connor, the Private Money Authority, and I'll be seeing you at the live event, and I'll see you at the next Free Coaching Friday. Bye for now.